total money of the UBA bank in GSA as of the time of shooting this video is 1.92 trillion. Please take note. I am not saying buy UBA shares now that tomorrow or next tomorrow or 2 weeks later the price will just rally from as low as 46.75 to no, it's not done that way. Because some people will just call. So please give us a stock. I know you have done the due diligence. Give me a stock. I will buy today and sell tomorrow. So I begin to wonder. Market does not operate this way. This is not a normal market that you know. This is a specialized market for buying and selling of securities. It's not the same market that you know. UBA stock, right issue, or existing shares. Do you plan to buy UBA right issue, or your intention is to buy from the secondary market? Any of the method, you are right. When you talk about right issue, it's a means by which a company decides to offer shares only to existing shareholders at a discount price along with bonus. In case of the UBA, how much do they plan to raise as right issue? They plan to raise 157 billion. This 157 billion they want to raise, they only want to sell to the existing shareholder, which means it's not even everybody that can participate in the UBA right issue except your existing shareholders, or you get some unit of the UBA shares in your portfolio. Now, how much is UBA right issue? If you are buying UBA right issue, you are going to buy at 15 naira per unit. And if you have 13 units before, you'll be given 1 unit. That's bonus. Which means if you have 26 units, you'll be given 2 units as bonus. That is how it works. How much are they selling in the NGS, the secondary market? In the equity market, if you are buying UBA right issue, no, you are buying the UBA shares, you are buying at the rate of 46.75 kobo. Here comes the question. How come the right issue is higher than the price that is obtainable in the secondary market? I've received series of questions. People have been asking me questions through mails and some other means. Why is it expensive? And I remember that last year also, when Access Bank did the right issue, it was also expensive than the price that is obtainable in the equity market. But currently, Charm is also doing the right issue. How much is the Charm right issue? 1 naira 70 kobo. But if you are buying from the secondary market, you are buying at the rate of almost 3 naira. Here, you are not, it is not compulsory that you must exercise your right. Because I know some people have received message from different stockbroking firms that they should exercise their right by buying the right issue. It's not compulsory. You may decide to buy UBA at secondary market, or you prefer to buy the right issue, any of the method. You are right. Now, why am I even buying the UBA right issue? There are a lot of metrics I normally consider before I take a position of any stocks. Now, let's take a look at what we have on the board. We have the right issue price. You have the existing price. We have what we call a P ratio. When we talk about P ratio, the P ratio is used to measure if the stocks of a company is overvalued or undervalued. Now, what is the formula for the P ratio here? The P ratio here simply means the share price over earnings per share. In case of the UBA, the share price now is 46 naira 75 kobo. You cannot use right price. Then you divide it by the earnings per share of 23 naira 3 kobo. If you do that, you are going to have 2.02. And this P ratio is very low, which is good. But most of the time, when I'm taking a position of a stock, I do not rely on P ratio. Why? P ratio does not factor in the growth potential of a company. It does not even account for the debt of the company. That is why I don't like P ratio. Instead of P ratio, I prefer to use what we call the PEG ratio. I want to talk about the PEG ratio. PEG ratio here simply means, if you look at the formula of the PEG ratio, is your PE ratio divided by growth rates. Because this PEG ratio is going to factor in the growth potential of a company. Now, in case of the UBA, we know our PE ratio to be 2.02. Then divided by the growth rate. The growth rate is 4.12. If you do that, you are going to have 4.49. Now, according to the rule of thumb, if you are calculating your PEG ratio, if you have 1, there is a name. If you have less than 1, there is a name. If you have greater than 1, there is a name. Once you calculate the PEG ratio and you have 1, the stock is really valued. Once you have less than 1, just like we have UBA 0.49, which is less than 1, it means UBA stock is grossly undervalued. It is very cheap, grossly undervalued. Now, if your answer is greater than 1, it is grossly overvalued. You know, most of the stocks we have in the banking sector, they are always grossly undervalued. They are being undervalued because of regulatory risk that is associated with some of the stocks in the banking sector, currency fluctuation. Now, if I'm buying UBA at the right issue or the excessive price, I do not have any problem because I know this stock is grossly undervalued. Not only that, this stock is one of the companies that pay dividends in Nigeria. It's all the Fugas pay dividend. Almost all the bank stocks in Nigeria pay dividend. So UBA is not exempted. UBA has paid interim dividend. I mean, they pay final dividend. I believe they are going to declare interim dividend any moment from now. And these stocks, I remember that towards September last year, it was trading around 21 to 22 naira. I ventured into it. I think I sold at 30 naira before I entered again towards last year. And I eventually sold it again at the rate of 48 naira to 50 naira over last 2 months. Look at the target price. From the Simply Wall Street, the target price is 63 naira 13 kobo. So you buy these shares now. This is the price at which you may likely sell it, or it could even be above this. What is the market capitalization? The total money of the UBA bank in JSA as of the time of shooting this video is 1.92 trillion. Please take note. I am not saying buy UBA shares now, that tomorrow or next tomorrow or 2 weeks later, the price will just rally from as low as 46.75 to... No, it's not done that way. Because some people will just call. So please give us a stock. I know you have done the due diligence. Give me a stock. I will buy today and sell tomorrow. So I begin to wonder. Market does not operate this way. This is not a normal market that you know. This is a specialized market for buying and selling of securities. It's not the same market that you know. So if you know you really want to participate in all these investments, you must exercise patience. It's not that I want to buy today, sell tomorrow. I'm not saying it's not possible. But if you are doing that, you are making your top broking firm to be more richer because they will just be taking commission from you. How much? The share in Nigeria stock market, the share can only appreciate or depreciate by 10% in a day. So if you know that you cannot exercise patience or you have the money you want to use to do something, there's no need for you to invest your money yet. Once you have the money that you are not going to use, that's when you can talk about investment. You want to pay your house rent 2 months from now, then you say, okay, let me just use this money for next 2 months. The share will have. What if the share does not appreciate? Have you forgotten what we call price volatility? The price of the share is subject to volatility. Even though you buy the share now, the price will still dip further. But if you have bought a stock that has a solid fundamental, you don't have any problem. Even a dip in price of UBA bank share, for example, is an opportunity for you to buy more. I had somebody say, I bought MTN when it was around maybe 470, 480, but now the MTN has come back to 435 naira. Now that the price has come down, you need to buy more because MTN is also benefiting from economic events. You should know that such a company will still rally again. The share price of this company will rally again because this company is benefiting from macroeconomic events. So if you cannot exercise patience, there is no need for you to participate in the equity market. Go to a fixed income market where your capital is guaranteed and your interest is also guaranteed. That is how it operates. We have fixed income market, we have equity markets. So for those who do not want to take risk, you go to fixed income market. But if you know you can bear it, you can look at price volatility, your emotion will not take hold of you, then you can participate. Don't forget, you can't buy today and say tomorrow it will just rally. It's not done that way. It's not done that way. Market will test your patience. If you are patient enough in the Nigerian equity market, you are going to make a lot of money. You are going to make a lot of money. Wema Bank was trading around 10 naira 45 kobo early this year. Wema Bank is almost 21 to 22 naira. Last year, around September, Fidelity was trading around 9 naira 30 kobo. Fidelity is almost 21 naira today. Amon was Senate Bank towards September, November last year, less than 15 naira. Senate has even top 76, 78 before the price dip out to 67 naira again this year. They have a lot of banking stocks in Nigeria that you can participate in it. Thank you.